Today on the show, we're at a dream home high above Vancouver.
That's right, it's an $11 million house that has it all, including a putting green.
We've seen a lot of dream homes, but nothing like this. We're at an 8,500 square foot house that has all the elegance and glamour of a French chateau.
That's right, Bianca. Right now we're in West Vancouver with a house that has 180-degree unobstructed views. The outdoor space is great, but wait until you see where they keep their wine.
We are so excited to tour this West Vancouver home, and later in the show, we're touring a real-life castle with a knight.
And after we tour these two incredible homes, we're going to check out some of the local scenery as we visit the Sky Gondola.
Jamie Harper is a real estate agent here on the North Shore. He also helps some of his clients design their homes, including the one we're touring today.
I work very closely with the owners while they're building this home. I've known them for a long time, and they really love the input, and I love having the option to design the homes with them.
And the best part of a home is not always what's on the inside.
The main feature of this home that makes it truly stand out is the unobstructed view from Mount Baker to the Gulf Islands. The view is unsurpassed, and you're never going to lose that view in this home.
That view is incredible, but Jamie's favorite space is all about entertaining.
My favorite space is actually the lower level. And with the media room, the bar, and the wine cellar, you can actually access the putting green from there, and it's just a great place to entertain.
And if a putting green isn't enough, there's also a bit of Las Vegas in the design.
You enter through the gate to the bottom, next to the fountain that's actually modeled after the Bellagio Hotel in Vegas. And once you open your gate, the driveway curves around the back and gives you a real estate-like feel.
And I'd put money on us loving the rest of the house, so let's get the tour started.
Now we've made our way into the kitchen dining room area, and the first thing that I noticed when we walked in is the two islands. What was the decision behind that?
Yeah, it's quite unique actually. It's the first time I've actually ever seen it, but what it does is allows you to have a prep space as well as an eating space. It elongates the kitchen. It makes it feel much more grand.
Yeah, it makes sense actually, and you also have 4 chandeliers in there.
You're right, the Schombeck chandeliers really make the whole kitchen pop.
It's very unique and just a beautiful looking kitchen. You can make some great meals, serve them there or on this table here, and retire into this beautiful living room and this view. It just goes forever.
The view absolutely does. I know you said you can make some meals in this kitchen, but probably you'll never use this. You end up using the spice kitchen around the back.
Well, you have options if you want to use a spice kitchen or you want to use the real kitchen. You've got options.
Exactly, options are always good.
Tell me about this huge door over here.
Well, that door is actually pretty special too. It's called an eclipse door. It actually slides back and it folds right back into the side. So the owners did that so that it doesn't compromise the view.
Yeah, it's beautiful and you can actually feel the breeze. A hot day like today, it just doesn't get much better than that view. Of course, we have to talk about the wine cellar behind us.
Oh yeah, the nice temperature controlled 180 bottle wine cellar, absolutely. And they're custom stainless steel racks that the owner had custom built by a local guy in Vancouver here. And there's actually one in the basement that's double the size.
Wow, I'm looking forward to checking that out. And that's great for entertaining as well. You always have some wine on hand, 180 bottles in there. Hopefully you don't run out because that's quite a bit.
Or it'll be quite fun to do that.
It might be actually quite the party, actually. Make sure I get my invite to that. Let's talk about some of the specifics in the kitchen. Tell me about the appliances in there.
Well, the appliances are all stainless steel, top of the line. We've gone with a Wolf range. It has dual ovens on it, and we went with a Sub-Zero fridge. Also, the built-in coffee maker is quite nice. It grinds the beans and spits out a nice coffee for you, or espresso, depending what you want, just right there.
Very nice, and of course you have your security feature in there if you want to watch who's coming to crash your party.
Exactly. There's a built-in TV into the backsplash so you can see who's rolling up.
Now, of course, you can have dinner at the bar here, you can have it at the table, but there's also a formal dining room as well.
There is. Just behind the spice kitchen, there's another area.
Now, that's the room you use it, twice a year, Thanksgiving, maybe holidays, but it looks good.
Exactly.
If you're having a party, you run out of space here or outside, you can head over there and make sure people are enjoying themselves as well.
It would be quite the party if you could run out of space in this house.
That would be quite the party.
We are are standing in this gorgeous contemporary master bedroom suite, and I have to say, I cannot stop looking at that view.
No, it's unbelievable. To go from Mount Baker to the Gulf Islands, you can't beat it up here.
I see Stanley Park, downtown, but it's also very quiet up here.
You're right, we're right off the cul-de-sac, so there's pretty much no one that comes up here because it is just a roundabout. So if someone were to come up here, they're coming up to here.
Nice, to your house.
Exactly.
And why wouldn't they come to this house? Because it is stunning. The master bedroom is gorgeous. It's got really, really ornate big crown moldings.
You're right, it's actually a 3-piece crown with a backlit inlay. So what they do is they put a piece on the ceiling, piece on the wall, and then they put the crown on it. So it's quite a bit more work, but it definitely looks stunning.
This must have taken months to just do all the detail work.
There's about 4 to 5 months of the finishers being in here alone. You're right.
I see some sort of light coming from the crown moldings.
It's actually an LED strip back there, so you can turn it on and off depending on your mood. It just provides a nice accent to the ceiling.
Okay, let's talk about the TV. I don't see one, but you tell me there is one in this space.
The owners didn't want to block the huge view out here, so it actually comes down from the ceiling and then hides back up. So it's on a remote control and it just motors down, motors up, depending on what you want to do with it.
You know what? Between the LED lights and that TV, you could have a little party in here.
Ooh, LED lighting and a big screen TV. Oh, Bianca, you're gonna have to do more than that to get me to one of your parties. Cheesies, that's the key.
Okay, let's talk about the fact that this is a suite. So you've got the bathroom next door. What are some of the features in there?
You're right, so it's got a steam shower in there by Grohe, and it's actually got a water closet, we call it, with a bidet and a toilet in it.
Fancy.
It is. Also, the owners chose to go with complete wallpaper on the ceilings and walls, and one of the walls is actually completely marble to match the floor.
It's very elegant in there. I also noticed a little station to get ready for us ladies' makeup, jewelry.
You're right, there is a low area for the makeup with a mirror in front of you as well as a chair.
We've got the master bedroom suite, the bathroom, and it also comes with a massive walk-in closet.
It even has a chandelier and an island inside of it, so you can store everything you need.
I don't think I'd ever be very messy if I had that walk-in closet.
Well, I don't think I can even fill it, so you're probably better than I am.
So every room in this home has really striking lighting features, including the master bedroom.
You're right, a lot of them are actually Schombeck chandeliers that the owner's chosen, so they're definitely amazing.
A sparkle in every room.
That's one way to put it.
All right, so we've made our way downstairs into your favorite space in the house.
This is absolutely the best space in my opinion.
Yeah, it makes sense. It's got a bar and lots of stuff to do. What do you love about this space?
You know what, like you just mentioned, I love the bar and how it flows seamlessly onto the media room behind me here. Also just the double wide wine racks like we saw upstairs. Ample storage, over 300 bottles down here.
No shortage of wine in this house, that's for sure. So what amenities does this bar have behind it?
The bar's got the beverage storage as well as dishwasher. It's got the built-in sink and obviously the racks that you can see. You know what, the TV behind there is nice too. Although you have the large 120-inch screen behind me, if you're just hanging around watching the game, it's definitely a bit easier.
That's the best part about it. You can be hanging out here. I'm sure there's more than enough room for a pool table. Or if you want to work on your golf game,
you can head on outside and join the putting green.
That's pretty impressive. Now, you work here once in a while. Have you tried it out yourself?
I have. It's definitely nice. You can see the view and the fountains there. I mean, it's not quite like Torrey Pines, but it's pretty close.
Pretty close. And is it real grass?
It's actually artificial turf.
Okay, it looks quite real though. I went out there, played around a bit, and yeah, it's very nice. Now, it's for putting only. You don't want to practice driving, do
well,
you?
I mean, you could chip onto it and that, but you know, I think I'd like to make my neighbors like me, so if I lived here, I definitely wouldn't start driving
That's
off
fair.
it.
You also have a poker table.
There is. There's a card table behind me. Excellent spot. Definitely a lot of fun at night.
Absolutely. Now, tell me about that big door that leads into the theater room.
You know what? The barn door, the owners designed it so it's 4 feet wide when it's open. So then when you're hanging out down here, it doesn't completely separate you from the media room. Then if you want to close it, you still have the windows so you can still see into the TV area, but still have that sense of separation there.
And of course, we have to acknowledge the fact that it's not just a theater in there with some great seats, but you can also practice your singing.
Exactly. It's fully wired for the karaoke, so it's completely set up for that. The full sound system is even a screen behind the audience, so when you're standing at the front of the room, you're facing the audience so you sing to them rather than having your back to them.
Because as we both know, you never want to have your back to the audience when you're singing a beautiful song.
No, that would be horrible.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, Jamie, you said your favorite space in the house is downstairs. Lots you can do down there. But how does it compete with the outdoor area? I love it out here.
You know what? It's tough to pick a spot in this house. This area is spectacular out here. The view is unbelievable, and the infinity edge pool really tops it off.
With that pool, you can kind of look out. You don't see your neighbors. A lot of green space. There's Stanley Park, downtown Vancouver.
Exactly. You come up with the driveway, you just see the waterfall cascading down. It's unbelievable.
I love all the water features, actually, in this house.
It's very true.
Another water feature I love is the hot tub.
The hot tub's definitely a great place to entertain.
There's really no shortage of ways to keep yourself entertained out here. There's also a really nice barbecue for some outdoor parties.
You're not talking about the fire pit, are you? Because there is actually a barbecue at the back.
There's a barbecue and a fire pit.
Yeah,
so I could probably barbecue on either?
You could.
Okay.
One's a bit more rustic.
I don't think you know how much cooking I do, which is none. So don't tell me you'll roast a marshmallow on there. I might. Now, Peter mentioned it earlier. There's a putting green also as part of this backyard space.
Yeah, you're right. It's actually just off the lower level up here. So up here's the pool area, down there's the putting area.
And Peter checked with you. It's just putting.
If you want people to like you.
Okay, if you want to be friends with your neighbors.
Exactly.
To admit, I did check that out earlier. I hate to brag, but putting's kind of my thing.
Bianca, you know the show is not live. We do a lot of editing. We rotate.
Just joking. We can look around and sort of get a sense for this space, or we could enjoy it ourselves. I think we've worked hard today. Should we go take a seat?
I'd love to.
Okay.
Bianca, it's been a ton of fun checking out this West Vancouver home. So many great features, including the temperature-controlled wine cellars, both upstairs and down, a theater, and also a karaoke room.
My favorite has to be the master bedroom suite and the view from the infinity pool.
Okay, I lied. My favorite is the outdoor mini golf.
I did not know you were a golfer.
Well, it's not really mini golf, but I put a windmill out there and make it into one.
Right.
Stay with us. After the break, we're heading up to Squamish, BC to check out this house.
I think you mean this castle, Bianca. We'll be right back. Today on the show, we toured this incredible house with million-dollar views.
And now, we're touring this classic castle.
Peter, I'm so excited because on today's show, we are at a 5,000 square foot castle here in Squamish. It's got its own turret and it's worth $2.5 million.
This place is beautiful inside and out. It sits on 2 acres. Obviously, you can see behind us, there's a lot of greenery, there's a river, and the stone and woodwork inside is absolutely immaculate. They used a lot of local people to help build it as well.
They sure did. They also did a lot of the work on their own, and they did it over a 10-year period.
Well, that's what I call a labor of love.
Bob and Carolyn Waters fell in love with this 2-acre property in Squamish. Just not the 1970s style house on it.
The house that was here was definitely left a lot to be desired. And we had just had our baby, and the thought of having my baby crawling around on this green shag carpet just didn't sit well with me.
So the couple set out to replace it with their dream home and enlisted the help of some local talent, including builder-designer Bert Mitchell.
We became very good friends, and which was a bad thing in a way, because we both fueled off each other. He'd challenge me to find materials, I'd find the materials. And we actually set up a complete mill site in here to process all the wood that we brought in.
It took over 15 years to completely finish the house, so the Waters did some improvising.
When we moved in, what is now a bathroom upstairs was my kitchen.
When the family finally moved into their custom-built home in 2003, they discovered they were surrounded by beautiful scenery and some unexpected neighbors.
When everybody comes to Squamish to do the eagle count, they're looking for the eagles, they're in our backyard.
Now the couple is selling their dream home, but they insist the new owner can still make it their own.
There's still room to go over the garage. You could do so many more things to it.
Now it's time to check out this $2 million Squamish castle.
We've made our way upstairs and we're standing in your master bedroom, and we were saying a few minutes ago that the house is over 5,000 square feet, right?
That's right.
But everywhere feels so cozy. You know, you could have probably made this much bigger, but who really needs all that?
No, it's actually perfect for us. It's my oasis. I like to come here. It's the back of the house, so I don't hear anything happening on the street. The kids are where they're going to be, but this is where I like to be.
Let the kids get in trouble and you can have your own
there we
spot.
go.
Who
You
cares
just
what they're
pay
doing?
nothing.
Yeah, exactly. You have a seating area in here with a fireplace, which would be great in the winter. And this time of year, you can sit outside.
Yes, Sunday mornings, it's my favorite place to be with the coffee and the newspaper. It's very private.
You have these beautiful etchings on your railing. That was done by you, right?
Yes, it was.
Wow.
Yes.
How do you do those? That's
Well-
very impressive.
I have this set up in our garage,
Okay.
which is not really a garage, it's my workshop. This particular image on the glass is one that I wanted to have as depicting what I see when I look out my windows.
I'm really impressed. That is amazing work. I do have to say, Peter does some etching himself, but it's mostly on his daughter's Etch-a-Sketch.
This is your master suite, but we
Yes.
also have 3 other bedrooms on this floor.
Yes.
2 of them are your kids.
Yes. Katie's right next door, so she has her space. And then Christopher, his room ended up being part of our master suite because when we moved in, he was very little and I wanted him close by. He's got the best room in the house.
Kids always
The
win.
most character, it's a great room.
That's like my daughter. She's got the best room in the house, too. Of course, we have to talk about your huge bathroom that's beautiful in there. Who designed that?
I did.
Okay.
Well, Bob helped a little bit on that one too.
Of course, a little bit, right?
but I wanted a big bathtub that's a jacuzzi tub, but it's big enough for 2 people.
That's important.
And the steam shower is what he wanted because
Okay.
that's very soothing for him after his days of work.
You've got your patio where you can relax. He's got the steam shower. Everybody wins.
Everybody wins, yeah.
Now, Carolyn, we are standing in your favorite room in the house,
Yes.
the kitchen, and a lot of blood, sweat, and tears went into this room, right?
Yes, it was a long time coming.
We have to talk about the sort of the look of the kitchen. How would you describe it?
The kitchen cabinetry is antiqued and it was all hand done. I wanted to have a bright room in here because there's a lot of wood in this house, which I absolutely adore. But in this room, I wanted the lightness and to be able to enjoy the beautiful gardens and the wildlife. We have our neighborhood bear come through here once in a while. It's all good fun.
Very cool. It's like the nature channel right outside your
Yes.
This is your kitchen. You thought it up. This is your vision. But you did let Bob make one crucial decision.
I did, and it was a struggle. I wasn't sure I wanted to do it, but he really wanted to have these antiqued icebox handles for the 2 refrigerators, and I wasn't so sure about it, but in the end, he got them, and we all love them.
I have to say, I did notice them when I walked in, so nice work,
Yes.
Bob. I'm not much of a cook myself, but I heard you had the newest thing, a steam oven.
A steam oven, yes. A steam oven is a way to reheat food, or it's actually a steam convection, so we can cook roasts in it, or I reheat food there. It's using steam versus microwave, so it's a much better, much healthier way to reheat food.
Do you think I could still do a microwavable dinner in there?
Yeah, you could, if that's what you really wanted to do.
Actually, Bianca, the microwave is the one appliance that you have truly mastered. You might want to stick with that.
The other thing that sort of strikes you when you walk into this kitchen is that beautiful archway.
It's actually basalt from the Squamish Valley.
Who would you hire to put something like that in?
We have one of the best stonemasons in this area. He's a German fellow who lives out in the valley. He has done the archway, he's done the fireplace, he's done the tower.
And walking through that archway takes you into the beautiful living room where you've got that stone fireplace.
Yes, yes, we do.
You must do a lot of entertaining in there.
We do. It is a really lovely room to sit in and enjoy a glass of wine.
Yeah, I mean, I can only imagine.
Let's do it.
Okay, can we? I mean, we've got a little bit of wine here. Okay.
Cheers. Cheers.
Bob, we're standing on the second level of your house, kind of in an interesting area, but I want to talk about the outside first. You call the outside a Tudor style, is that right?
Tudor style or a manor house is what the kind of theme we wanted to present.
Makes sense, but I call it a castle, because that's what it looks like. You drive up, everybody calls it the castle house. Where did the idea come from?
That's interesting. It just kind of morphed. It's, you know, I don't know how that all came about. Just one day we just started to build, and this thing erupted out of the ground. It became a castle.
It became a castle. And
castle.
you're the king, you have your queen, and of course every castle is not complete without the knight that's behind us there. And you almost have a moat around here. Tell us a little bit about the water that's around your house.
Well, the house is surrounded by 3 salmon-bearing creeks, and they move right all the way around and out the other side. And if we were to dig the driveway up, we'd have a moat. Yeah. But you'd have to furnish me with some crocodiles or alligators.
And have a drawbridge to keep everybody out.
That's right.
Well, Peter, if you're going to build a moat around that castle, you should probably include a trebuchet, just to kind of get rid of those unwanted guests.
Lots of nature around here. You mentioned earlier you get to see eagles and all the fish here.
We have 2 acres in here. One of the highlights of this property is the birds that come in here and the songbirds in the morning. We have bears that migrate through the property and up through Alice Lake, through the provincial park, and it's pretty special.
Let's move inside and talk about all the wood. There's a lot of wood in this house. What kind is it and where did it come from?
I was lucky enough to find this wood through some friends that sourced it for me. Most of it is the bulkheads of bridges, logging bridges that were put in the Tweedsmuir Park, Bella Coola region when they were logging up there back in the 1940s.
I imagine it was a lot of work making the railings and all the intricate pieces around here.
Yeah, it was. Bert, who became a very good friend and the designer, builder of this home, the man was a great artisan, and you know, once you're at that level, other people start to attach. We were in no hurry to build this house. This house was just something, it was a love thing. We just fell in love with what was going on and with the people. So they just kept coming by and showing their talents, and and then we'd be introduced to another person who could do something just even better, you know?
Obviously there's a lot of talent in this area, a lot of artists, and well, you kind of did like Field of Dreams. If you build it, they will come. And they did.
They did, and we were extremely pleased and fortunate to have met the people that came and helped us with this project. It was awesome.
I can imagine. They did a beautiful job both inside and out. Bianca, what a great day checking out this beautiful house here in Squamish. I love how green it is around here. It's very relaxing.
And Peter, you get to live in a castle. It's got a turret, a knight. I mean, you could add a moat or maybe a drawbridge.
Ooh, and a cannon on top?
Yes.
Yeah, it would be a lot of fun living here. What I love about Squamish as well is that it's so close to Vancouver, Whistler also not too far away.
I mean, you could go skiing in Whistler and sailing in Vancouver all in the same day.
Stay with us. We're not leaving Squamish quite yet.
Up next, we're heading to the Sky Gondola to see if Peter is as outdoorsy as he claims.
I ate all my trail mix in the beginning.
Today on Dream Homes, we checked out this stately home in Squamish.
And now we're getting to know the neighborhood.
Bianca, it is such a beautiful day here in the Squamish Valley, and I'm so excited for our hike to the top of the mountain. But why are you dressed like that? That's not hiking attire.
Peter, I'm not going to be doing any hiking today because we are standing at the base of the brand new Sky Gondola. It's going to take us up 900 meters in under 10 minutes.
Okay, that's really exciting, but it's going to take you up in 10 minutes. I've got my hiking boots, I've got my trusty walking stick. I'm hiking this thing.
I'm going to let you do that, but I will meet you up top at the Summit Lodge.
More like I'll beat you up to the Summit Lodge, and last one up buys the first drink.
You get yourself a deal.
All right.
We're almost up top. This was really enjoyable. I hope Peter's hike's going well, too.
This is the parking lot. It's the highway. A little bit of a wind for going that way. Then, oh, mountains there. Got it. All right. Okay, I think this is the Fraser River, which means I should be almost there. Spider webs. These slippery rocks. I ate all my trail mix in the beginning. I have a stomach ache. Okay. Doesn't look like it's on the map. Oh boy. I should have taken the gondola.
Had a report of a distressed hiker on that trail. That's our easiest trail. Sounds like that person should have taken the gondola.
Bianca! I'm almost there! Oh my gosh.
Nice of you to show up, Peter.
I'm really tired, and I guess that first drink is on me.
How about the first 4 drinks, Peter? That took you forever.
I think next time I'm gonna take the gondola. Can I have some of your drink? I'm so thirsty. That's good, you can have the rest.
Thanks. Peter, I have to say you're looking much more refreshed after that drink in the bar.
Feeling a lot better now, Bianca.
Well, that's a good thing. There's so much fun stuff to do up here. We can go rock climbing, more hiking. We can have lunch in the Summit Lodge.
There's some great trails you can walk around, check out. There's a viewing platform of the Squamish Chief, and of course the suspension bridge that I discovered earlier, and just views everywhere you look.
Peter, these are $1 million views.
Bianca, it's Mother Nature. You can't put a price on that. It's mine.
One step back.
Why doesn't Bianca take 3 steps back? Is this good like this?
These are Peter, these are $1 million views.
Come on.